All right, thank you guys so much for waiting. What an awesome group stages that we had. 2 days of group stages, but it's finally the time that you all have been waiting for, to see who will be seated against who in the 3 days of the main event of MSC. That's why I'm here. My name is Faraz, and I'm going to be walking you through the entire way. So let me tell you guys a few rules before we begin. We're going to be starting with our playoffs, upper bracket playoffs seeding, and we have 3 bowls in front of us. So the first bowl has 4 teams. Now, if you guys watch the group stages, we had 4 different groups, 12 teams divided into 4 different groups, so 3 teams in each group. Now, we're going to be starting with our first placing teams from each group. That will be the upper bracket of the playoffs, and we're going to just pick them randomly, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not going to be the tricky one. The tricky one is going to be the play-ins. Now, that's going to be tomorrow. What we have over here, we have the group stage second placing team and the group stage third placing team. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the second placing team and then third placing, second placing, third placing. But then the trick is, if we pick out the second placing and the third placing team in the same series, and they're both from the same group in the group stages, we're going to skip a turn, we're going to move them down, and then we're going to complete them as it before. We're going to complete the whole thing, and if there's any empty spots, we're going to go back after we finish everything and fill them up again. So I'll explain that a bit later on. I think we had something happen like that in the group stages as well. If you guys are not aware, if that happens, I'll explain it to you again. Let's start. I want to invite JJ Moonton, esports manager, to help us pick out the teams. Now, JJ, we're going to be starting with the playoffs right here, upper brackets. You can go ahead and pick the first egg right now and see which team will be fighting. So these are the first placing team from each group. And for our first team, we have Archangel of Philippines. Archangel of Philippines. They will be slotted in. So they will be playing only on the second day of the main event. That is the playoffs upper brackets. Now we're going to be going for the second one right here from the same bowl. Another first placing team from a different group. And it is no other than Lure Esports from Indonesia. They will be facing Archangel of Philippines. That's going to be, we're hearing a lot of shouts and cheers over here. Probably a match that everybody excited for. JG, ready for the third one? Let's do this. This is going to be the second matchup, upper brackets. Ooh, IDNS of Thailand. They were the first placing team from Group A. They'll be slotted in the second series. Now we have one more team right now. And this is, of course, no other than Team Onyx Esports. We just saw these guys fight right now. They will be going up against IDNS of Thailand. And that is your upper bracket of the playoffs. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to only start with these matches on the second day of the main event in the Smart Araneda Coliseum. This is your upper bracket playoffs. Now, JJ, we're going to be moving on to our play-ins. That's going to be tomorrow. Just heads up. In the play-ins, we're going to have 8 teams, and 4 of them will be eliminated after the first day, and the 4 will move on. The other 4 will be moving on to the playoffs. Now, we're going to be starting with the second placing team from each group. All right, JJ, let's see who's up next. We have the brackets of the play-ins right now, and it is going to be no other than Geek Fam from Malaysia, from Group A. Now, I'm going to remind you guys again, if you pick out a third placing team right now, and they are from Group A as well, for example, Brand Esports, we have to skip a turn, bring Brand Esports down to the next series, but only if that happens. Let's see. Third placing team, and it is Diversity Helheim from a different group. So that's good. We don't have to worry about that. Now we have Geek Fam of Malaysia fighting against Diversity Helheim. We're going to be moving on to another second placing team right now. All right. Let's see what we got, JJ. It's going to be Burmese Ghouls of Myanmar. Burmese Ghouls of Myanmar from Group D. JJ, ready? All right. We're going to be moving on to another third placing team. And let's see who Burmese Ghouls will be fighting in the play-ins tomorrow. It's going to be EVOS Esports SG. So that's from a different group. So we're fine. Match 2 is going to be Burmese Ghouls and EVOS Esports SG, everybody. All right. Now to our match 3, another second placing team. Let's see, JJ, what do we got? All right. It is going to be Overclockers. Overclockers is going to be in match 3. Overclockers from Group B. Now we're going to be moving on to another match 3, third placing team from a different group, hopefully. And it's going to be Wawa Gaming. Wawa Gaming from Group D. So that's not going to be another problem. They're in different groups in the group stages. And now we're going to be moving on to our last matchup. Match 4. Let's see who we have. Second placing team. It's going to be Team Resolution of Myanmar. Team Resolution. Match 4. All right, JJ. We're down to our last one. I think everybody knows what this is, but we're going to show it to you guys nonetheless. And it is going to be Ren Esports of Philippines. Now that is going to be our last team. Match 1, 2, 3, and 4 sorted out. So the rule that I told you guys doesn't really apply here because none of the teams were coming in from the same group. So we don't have to do any skipping or anything. It's going to be quite simple. We already showed you guys the playoffs, the 4 teams that will be playing on the second day of the main event, and also the play-ins right now. JJ, I think we're good to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the live draw. Let us know in the comments, who do you think is going to win in which matchup? We want to see those comments coming in. And for us, I think this is it. We expect to see you guys in the main event. See you soon.